That we'll take a short moment to watch a video.
Hi, I'm U.S. Senator Rob Portman. I'm really sorry I can't be with you at the Freedom Center today, but I wanted to take a moment to thank you for all your hard work, and thanks for coming together to provide a really powerful, united voice to combat human trafficking. Back in January, I had the privilege of being there at the Freedom Center with some of you when I spoke about our work on trafficking here in the United States Senate. I was very honored to receive the Everyday Hero Award. Today's event is an example of collaboration, in this case between the Freedom Center, Humanity United Values Partnership, to engage each other and to discuss this really critical issue. To me, the crime of human trafficking is one of the great human rights issues of our time. It's now a $32 billion international industry, second only in size to the drug trade for international criminal activity. It truly is a global problem. Every country around the world needs to do its part to fight back against traffickers so we can all finally end these crimes once and for all. But too many Americans think of it as a problem in the continent of Africa or maybe on Asia, in the continent of Asia. Unfortunately, it's also a big problem right here at home, as you know. The estimates are that 300,000 American children are at risk of sexual exploitation and trafficking, for instance. These young people represent the most vulnerable among us, and we've got to do everything we can possibly do to protect them. Every life has value. Trafficking deserves no place in the United States of America, and it should be our goal to put this horrific industry out of business. This is a major problem, and yet so many Americans are unaware of the dangers it presents. That's where we all come in. It's our job as people of faith to look after one another. As Christians, we believe that taking care of those who cannot take care of themselves is part of our mission. Our values teach us to fight the dangers of injustice wherever we find them, and certainly human trafficking is one of those dangers. Fortunately, I'm pleased to report that we have made some steady progress here in the Congress. The United States Senate, in fact, just passed several pieces of legislation a couple weeks ago that I authored towards achieving this goal of doing away with trafficking. It was passed with overwhelming bipartisan support, by the way, which was great to see. One bill will make it easier to find young people, finding children who go missing, and among other things requiring a photograph to be added to their file. Unbelievably, in Ohio, we've probably had 80 kids go missing since the end of March, and yet we only have photographs for about 20 of them. So this legislation will help to be able to find these kids before they find themselves in a dangerous situation. Legislation also strengthens prosecution against buyers. It also defines trafficking as child abuse, which it is not now, reinforcing the fact that these are children. They should be treated as victims, not as criminals. As the co-chair and founder of this Senate caucus to end human trafficking here, it's been a real priority of mine to get this legislation passed, and I'm glad we were able to take some of these first steps, but there's a lot more to do, a lot more. Fighting human trafficking should be an issue that unites all of us, no matter what our political, religious, or ethnic backgrounds might be. If we're going to stop these heinous crimes, we've got to keep our voices loud and educate others so people get more involved in the cause. It is going to be an uphill battle, but if we stay united, I know we can be successful in pursuit of our common goal, to finally end trafficking. God bless you for what you do. Thanks for coming to this conference. Thanks for having an interest in it. You're going to be probably the most effective at dealing with it because we're doing it at the community level and letting people of faith know that this is part of our mission, in this case as Christians, to be able indeed to care for those who need our help and need it now. Godspeed in your important work.